What's up, gamers? It's your boy Chris here. The I'm going to another 40K tournament. It's the last weekend of the month, and that's when they have the 40K tournaments. This time it's a 2v2, 500 point per player, so 1K per side. This has been a really fun event. Team tournaments are fun, guys. Team tournaments are a lot of fun. I'm with my buddy Josh. I've linked his channel in some of my past videos. I'll be sure to link it again. So we're running a Salamanders and World Eaters list. It's going to be fun. It's an interesting one. Nothing above T10. It's going to be a fun one. And so playing this competitive 40K, and seeing just how fast the units die, right? Like that is the thing, is that, things die very well. Things can die. There's a lot of, and especially given the I go, you go format, right? Like, if somebody is just faster and better and all this other stuff, they will just, I move my tank here and, I'm shooting, I'm throwing a bucket full of dice at your squad of Space Marines and they're dead, right? And it got me thinking about the kill team balance. And a lot of people complain about, the elites being too strong and everything like that. And I'm not going to gainsay anybody on that. I've played against Vespids. Yeah, you're not having a fun time. I get it, right? But it feels like what the designer, what's his name, was going for was that idea that kill team is that first, a single, not even a round, right? Like two phases or something like that in a big hammer tournament, right? Like it is just 10 seconds, right? And it is, okay, I move, I shoot your guys, right? Now, because it is the the double, the alternating activations, right? You don't quite get that whole deal there, right? But you do get a similar vibe to that when that happens. And so when you get that vibe, you get that juice there. And a squad of Aquilons or a squad of Death Corps are not going to wipe a squad of intercessors, right? Now this is this is where they needed to do other metrics. I think again, there's probably too few objectives on the board, right? Because they're not supposed, Aquilons are not supposed to kill a squad of Space Marines, right? That's not what they're designed to do, right? They're designed to deep strike and score points, right? So I'm not going to say that the kill op is the wrong scoring metric. I think the kill op is very important for kill team, but there probably needed to be more primary objectives on the board, going back to 5 is probably good enough. And then because you do need the Marines to spread out, because a lone Marine, it's like I say, a lone Marine is a dead Marine. And that's, that if you have 2 Marines backed up, they, whatever, if you throw a melta gun at them, you can only kill one. And then the other one is going to kill the melta and then probably charge something else and kill that, right? So that's how that works, right? You kill one, they kill 2. And that's parity, right? So that works. And so I do think that the kill off is right, but I do think that they needed more objectives to just spread us out a little bit. Probably that would work, or I don't know. We'll see what happens here, right? Maybe I like the idea of the 6 point thing, but I kind of think the crit op needs to be 8. That we should be scoring turn 1. I think if we're scoring turn 1, that might fix some things. I don't know. I'd have to, you have to think about that. But yeah, if the Marines stage up, and get to the center point turn 1, then they will be out in the open, and they will be in melter range. So yeah, I guess that might be it. But something like that, right? Like let crit op be scored turn 1, maybe, or yeah, just let it be scored turn 1, and keep the max 6. I guess, I don't know, something like that. That might be interesting. Anyways, something like that. And because it's like in Kill Team, the Marine is a killing unit, right? It kills, right? In 40K, the Marine is the objective grabbing unit, right? Like an intercessor doesn't kill. An intercessor goes and stands on points, and the tanks kill, right? And now there's some difference because tanks are not effective objective grabbers, whereas in Kill Team, a Marine is actually an effective objective grabber. I mean, you could argue something about monsters or something like that, where they got like bigger OC and all this other stuff. But that's kind of the idea. But so that's kind of what I'm thinking about here. And well, anyways, I'll let you guys know what's going on after the tournament.